Hello and welcome back to the second part of the tutorial. So here is our bag and here's how it's looking like so far. It looks very pretty. This is the outer pocket of it. You can put your whole hand into it. It's very deep, but if you like, you can make it smaller. That's your preference. So this is how it's looking like. What we are going to do right now, I'm going to put lid on it. So here is my fresh line that I cut, and I'm going to go through this edge bead over here. So I put the line through the bead, and I'm going to start with 3-3 beading. I'm going to start. This is the first one. I'm going to go through the next bead. I'm going through the next bead, and I'll be adding 2 bead. Now into the next bead again, this line into the next bead. Add 2 bead. We are going to continue the same way. We will be adding 2 bead. We go through the bead, and this is how we are coming to the end of the first row. Like this. Now I'm going to go to the next bead and add 2 bead. This one, I'm going to add 2 bead. So this one is going to end my first row, and now I'm going to add 3 bead to this line to start a new row again. Three bead. So we are going to start the second row on this one. We are going to build on it to make a lead on the back. I'm going to continue to the end into the next bead, 2 bead. Continue to the end of the row. Continue up to the end of the row. And this is how it's looking like. So I make about 6 rows all together. These are 6 rows that I've made. Okay, and I'm going to test to close on it to see if it's okay or I need more row on it. But this one I think is okay. I think this is good. So here I'm going to weave into the 3 bead in the middle again with white bead. I'm going to use white color to build in the middle. So I'm going to create a little belt over here. My lines slip up, so I'm going to start in the first 3 bead. That is where I'm going to start with 3. I start with 3, then I'm going to go through the next bead, and I'll be adding 2 bead. Into the next bead. I'll be adding 2 bead on this line. So over here I'm just creating a belt over here, little belt, and this is what I'm doing. I'm creating with white bead. So I add 3 to start, and we're going to continue to go through the next bead and add 2 bead. Now I'm starting a new row, and I'm just going to continue to make 6 rows. So this is how it's looking like. This is 6 row. I think 6 row is enough. Over here I'm going to make my way with this line into the bead and come to the middle bead over here. So I'm going to go through this bead and come to the middle bead. going to cross this line also into the same bead in the middle. And this is how your line should be looking, okay? This is how it should look like. Both lines into the middle bead. And I'm going to add 3 beads to my line. And I'm going to use the other line to cross it. I'm crossing into the last bead, and this is how our edge of the belt is going to look like. Very pretty, like a normal belt that you have, a triangular shape at the end. This is how it's looking like. Very, very beautiful. So the same way, I'm going to create a belt on this pouch over here. So I'm going to pick 3 beads in the middle, like how I did for the lid. So I'm going to continue into 3 beads. I'm going to weave the same way I weave this the little belt. Just continue to weave and make it long. I have some beautiful handmade bag in my Etsy shop that I'm going to link the shop in the description box down below, so you guys can visit and see what I create. Please buy I have coupon in the description box too. I'll link it there, so you use the coupon to buy. Thank you for your support. I'm going to go through this bead. And this is what I'm going to use. This is the buckle that I'm going to put on it. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to wrap this bead around the back middle and then attach it to the belt. How beautiful it's looking already. Over here, I'm just attaching it to the bead. The same way we join the pieces, we are doing the same thing over here too. It's very simple, it's not hard at all. Go to the last bead and on the bag and cross both ends of your line into 1 bead and pull. This is how the buckle is attached, and it's look pretty already. Let's put it on a try to see if it's good. This is how it's looking like. Nice. I think it landed perfectly. This is good. So let's continue to weave the rest of the line into the bead and then trim it off. So over here, I'm just weaving the rest of the line into the bead to make it secured before we trim everything off. Now what we are going to do again, this is how it's looking like, very pretty, and if you put it on it, this is how it's look like. So I'm going to attach belt on the side, and we are going to start in this 5 bead over here. We are going to weave into the 5 bead. So I'm going to start with 5 bead over here on this line, and about 3 rows I'm going to continue with 3. I'm continuing with 5 bead. I'm going to weave into this 5 bead over here. Like this. This is how it's looking like. This is the first row that I've made, and I'm continuing with the second one. And this is our final row. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to continue in the next bead. So I'm working my way with the thread to come to the next bead. This is how it's looking like. This is where the line is into this bead over here. So I leave the first bead These 3 beads, the middle bead is where I'm going to continue from. I leave the first and the last bead and continue from the second to the fourth. So I'm going to weave into the middle bead to continue the belt. Now into my last bead over here, then I'm going to turn and make another row. The strap, it depends on how you like it. If you want it long, you can make it long for yourself. This is how it's looking like. You make it long for yourself, how you desire the belt to be. Make it long or short, how you want it to be. And this is how it's looking like. We start with 5 and now we continue with 3, and it looks very pretty. Very, very beautiful. So we are going to do the same thing on this side too. The side of the bag, we are going to continue to make the same belt over here. Just create 5 and continue with 3. This bag is very, very beautiful. This fanny pack is zip, 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 but this is a beaded bag. We can't use zip too much. That's why I put this belt hook on it. So I'm just going to create the belt on this side, long like this one, and I'm going to make the edge look like that one. Make it the way you desire. This is how it's looking like so far. And now the second belt is ready. This is how it's looking like. It looks very, very beautiful. This is the other side of the belt. I'm going to attach another buckle on it like we did for the first one. This is how it's looking like. You have both. You can wrap it around your waist. You can do it as a crossbody bag, halfway, how you want to use it. It's a very beautiful, beautiful bag. So we are going to do the same thing we did over here to the belt over there too. I'm going to use I have old one. This is what I have, is old, that I'm going to put on it. So I'm just going to start weaving the belt on it the same way we did for the other one. I'm just repeating the same thing over here. It's simple and easy. You can do it. This is the final part that we are making. And I'm just going to weave the rest of this line into the bead and then trim it off. This is how it's looking like. Weave it into it and trim it off. This is our fanny pack. This is how it's looking like. Very, very beautiful. Very elegant. The colors are popping. Very beautiful. This shows on your waist wherever you go. It shows really good. Shows very, very beautiful. This is how it's looking like. So this is our final product. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time again, and I will see you in my next video. Please don't forget to subscribe and also share my video to friends and loved ones. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.